Hello, and welcome to the Labels Don't Define Us podcast. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I'm your host, Sarah, and today is a special episode. This is the final episode of Season 2. If you've been with us through conversations about burnout, identity, grief, medication, support systems, and healing, thank you. Truly. This season has been about one powerful message. You are more than what you've been through. And today, we're closing the season with something forward-facing, something hopeful. Today's episode is called New Beginnings, Building a Future You Believe in. Because healing isn't just about surviving the past, it's about creating a future that feels aligned, intentional, and possible. Let's begin today's episode. Why new beginnings matter. Psychological fresh starts. There's something powerful about a fresh start. Research shows that psychologically, humans respond strongly to what's called the fresh start effect. New weeks, new months, birthdays, new seasons. They create mental space to begin again. But here's the truth. You don't need January 1st to begin again. A fresh start can happen after a breakup, a diagnosis, burnout, losing a job, finishing therapy, or simply deciding, I want something different. A new beginning doesn't erase your past. It builds on it. Identity renewal. When we've gone through struggle, our identity often shifts. Maybe you used to define yourself by productivity, and now you define yourself by balance. Maybe you once stayed small to survive, and now you're learning to take up space. Identity renewal means asking, who am I becoming? I once spoke to a couple who nearly divorced during a season of deep financial stress. They described that period as survival mode, constant tension, fear, and disconnection. But instead of separating, they chose to rebuild intentionally. They started weekly check-ins, they went to therapy, they created shared goals instead of separate resentments. Today, they describe their relationship not as repaired, but as redesigned. That's identity renewal, individually and together. Self-trust. New beginnings require self-trust, and self-trust is often damaged during hard seasons. If you've struggled with anxiety, depression, trauma, or burnout, you may question your own decisions. Can I trust myself? What if I fail again? What if I fall back? Self-trust is rebuilt through small promises kept, showing up to therapy, keeping boundaries, following through on routines, resting when needed. You don't rebuild trust in one leap. You rebuild it one consistent step at a time. Now I'm going to tell you some stories about some people I've met. Listener success stories. Starting a business. One listener wrote to me after leaving a corporate job that had completely burned her out. She was terrified. She had stability, a steady income, predictability, but she didn't have peace. She started small, freelance work from her kitchen table. Doubt followed her daily, but so did relief. 2 years later, she runs her own small creative agency. She told me recently, I don't wake up with dread anymore. I wake up with responsibility and excitement. Her beginning wasn't loud. It was quiet and uncertain, but it was hers. Beginning therapy again. Another listener shared that she returned to therapy after stopping for years. She felt embarrassed, like she had failed at healing. But going back wasn't regression, it was courage. This time, she entered therapy differently, more honest, more self-aware, more willing to sit in discomfort. She said, "The second time wasn't about fixing myself. It was about understanding myself." New beginnings aren't always dramatic. Sometimes they look like reopening a door. Leaving a toxic environment. One man left a long-term friend group that normalized negativity and unhealthy coping. It wasn't dramatic. There was no explosion. He simply realized he wanted different conversations, different values, different energy. Leaving meant loneliness at first, but over time he built new connections aligned with growth. He told me, "I thought I was losing people. I was actually making space." And today, he feels lighter. Tools for creating a new future. New beginnings need structure. Hope alone is beautiful, but structure sustains change. Goal setting. Not overwhelming 5-year plans. Start with, what do I want more of? What do I want less of? What would feel aligned this year? Clear goals create direction. Routines. Routines create stability. Morning rituals, weekly reflections, scheduled rest, regular check-ins with yourself or your partner. One couple I interviewed created a future meeting once a month. They sit down and ask, are we building the life we want or drifting? That simple routine changed everything for them. Community. New futures are easier when shared. Support groups, friends who hold you accountable, mentors, online communities. Isolation shrinks vision. Community expands it. Emotional resilience. Resilience isn't never falling, it's falling and knowing you can stand again. Building resilience includes accepting setbacks, normalizing doubt, practicing self-compassion, reflecting instead of reacting. Every new beginning will face obstacles. The difference is, now you know you can survive hard seasons. In this final segment, I want to share stories from people I've met who rebuilt their lives and in many cases started businesses from their pain. One woman left a controlling relationship and began selling handmade products online as a small side project. It started as therapy. It became income. It became identity. She told me, building something from scratch helped me rebuild myself. Another man lost his job during a period of depression. Instead of immediately rushing into another corporate role, he began offering coaching to others navigating career transitions. He created routines, morning journaling, weekly planning, monthly financial check-ins. Structure rebuilt his confidence. And one couple turned their experience of burnout into a wellness blog, sharing lessons about boundaries, communication, and intentional living. They didn't pretend to be perfect, they shared honestly. Today, they describe their future not as guaranteed, but as intentional. The common thread in all these stories? Self-trust. They stopped waiting to feel fearless. They started acting while still afraid. As we close Season 2, I want to leave you with this. Your past chapters matter. Your struggles shaped you. Your healing strengthened you. But your story is not finished. A new beginning doesn't require perfection. It requires willingness. Willingness to believe you deserve peace. Willingness to design your life intentionally. Willingness to trust yourself again. If this season has helped you in any way, I'm deeply grateful you've been here. And as we move towards Season 3, I invite you to reflect. What future do you want to believe in? Because you are allowed to build it. Thank you for listening to the Labels Don't Define Us podcast. Remember, your diagnosis is only one chapter, not your whole story. If today's episode gave you hope or insight, please follow the podcast and share it with someone who might need it too. Together, we can break the stigma and remind the world that we are so much more than labels. Until next time, take care of yourself and never forget, you are not defined by a diagnosis. If you have a story to tell that you would like to share, please contact us and write in the comments below. Next Monday comes Season 3 of this series and a new episode. Until then, have a great time.